Hello and welcome to the history of samurai. Samurai, the deadly warriors of Japan. These warriors, they used bamboo as resources and were in wet environments. They are located in Japan near the mountains. Their lifestyle was for self-sacrifice. To prove themselves, they had to be loyal, well honoured to their enemy, but mainly to be well trained to live up to their name. Unfortunately, they did stop during 1868 as the emperor had had enough of fighting, so he decided to end the killings. They had their own government. They made their own bows and arrows, military government in 1192, led by shogun or supreme military commander. The samurai would rule over Japan for the most of their next 700 years. Samurai were forced to live in castle towns, were the only ones allowed to carry their own swords, and paid in rice by their daimyo of feudal lords in the 1500s. Samurai-related attractions can be found across Japan in forms of castles, historic museums, historically themed amusement parks, and dress-up tours. Castle developed over centuries from small defence forts built high up on mountains into massive buildings at the heart of cities, where they are served as the status symbol. Residents serve their local lord, a Japanese religion dating from early 8th century, and their worship of ancestors and nature spirits and a belief in sacred power. These warriors are perfection, cunning, honourable, and most importantly, skilled. Samurai are different because they have all sorts of different weapons. The weapon is very lethal as it is able to get you from far away. This weapon is only used by true masters that have managed to conquer this skill. Although weapons are unique, their armour was without doubt special. Their armour is very powerful on the battlefield, which is good for incoming attacks. Now, the one thing personally for me that makes the samurai live up to their name is their fighting style. Their technique is to act quickly to outmaneuver them and make their enemy very tired. Then they end up with a quick blow from their weapon. Fun fact, their religion is Shinto. They made a statue of him who is Buddha, which symbolises Japan. Yet another interesting fact, the ranks of the samurai are essential to make them become as stronger as possible, mainly for the long katana. The long katana has a length to slice their enemies' heads off by riding on horsebacks. They go at a high speed, so that this means they aren't vulnerable from the other enemy attacks. The most iconic animal for the samurai was the mighty elephant. They used them for transporting supplies and sometimes for riding on, commonly for firing arrows at the enemies. Thank you for listening, hope you enjoyed, and cut to the interview. Hello, I'm Samuel. What's your name?
Chad.
Can you just spell your first name and last name for me?
C-H-A-D and F-O-X.
Do you think the samurai were very skilled warriors?
I'd say they definitely were, yes, to earn their title.
Were samurai very dangerous?
I think the samurai were very ruthless in their time over the centuries, definitely, yes.
How do you think the samurai fight?
I'd say they fight with great honour, and I'd say they fight with very great skill as well.
What does samurai mean to you?
I think they definitely have very long weapons like the katana. They use it with great skill, led it into battle, vanquished many foes, many enemies over the decades, centuries even. But yeah, I think they definitely left a mark for their legacy.
Why do you think samurai use a katana in the first place?
I'd say they use a katana because A, it's very long, and B, because of how thin it is. It's not a very fat weapon, it's quite a thin one. So it's got to be precise. So with precision comes skill, and that's what they stand for.
Okay, well, thank you, Jed. Hello, my name is Samuel. What's your name?
Neila.
Can you just spell that out for me?
Nejla.
And your last name?
Sukic.
Do you think the samurai were very skilled warriors?
Yes, as they train in their temples to get stronger by their ancestors.
Were samurai very dangerous?
No, but they did carry a katana for protection, and they were very honorable.
How do you think the samurai fight?
They fight with one quick bow to their enemy as they have a code to follow which Japan made government for it.
What does samurai mean to you?
It means to me as an honor and having these big weapons being carried around.
Why do you think samurai use a katana?
As it's a weapon that is useful for one quick blow to the enemy and the weapon look very